Well, every year we have the same problem up at the police station, and this is one that really should not be happening. And this is the pound full of bicycles that have just been dumped, apparently. Jed's really talk about this. Is this the affluent society we're living in, that people just don't get rid of their old bikes, they just leave them for you to pick up?
In a nutshell, Paul, that's probably about right. We seem to be the default for collecting unused, lost or stolen bikes, which obviously don't have an issue with that, but it does seem to become more and more prevalent. And what I would point out is this isn't just about Douglas Police Headquarters. This is repeated right across the island, so our southern station, north and the west, we each have pounds in the same fashion, with the same sort of number of bikes that are handed in, collected and never picked up by the owners.
I think what people will be surprised at, looking at just some of them, and this happens again all the time, they're not necessarily in bad nick.
No, some of them are really good, not bad bikes at all, in the sort of £200-300 bracket, which is a lot of money to people. And I'm at a loss sometimes of the bikes that we go out and found are just dumped, abandoned, and are never claimed back at the police station as lost.
So you keep them for a while, then obviously eventually you have to get rid of them.
Yeah, in relation to the bikes, Paul, a lot of them are never claimed. We try to do what we can with them in terms of with the community and putting things back in, and you'll have probably seen on the news previously we've donated some to the Moulton Park bike project down in the south, which have been put to really good use for charity bikes. Sometimes, unfortunately, they do go to scrap metal, those that aren't of any value or any use. But in turn for the police, it's a big undertaking for us, constantly going out, collecting bikes, bringing them back here, storage of them, and then getting rid of them, be it to a charity, which is at no cost, and that's fine. But then the onward cost, if we're having to scrap things, there are costs involved.
I mean, this is just a few months, isn't it? You get hundreds a year, don't you?
Yeah, behind us is just a couple of months worth, so you can imagine over the year we have several hundred bikes come through our gates and into our property system, and it just really, I'm at a loss really as to people's belongings and how they look after them.
Because in the UK, everyone's told to stamp their postcodes on them so they don't get stolen, that sort of things. But here, these obviously got no identification at all.
No, all of these have been checked against our systems, and we do try to encourage people to put their postcodes on bikes, have them marked up. All those sorts of initiatives have been run over the various years, but ultimately it just boils down to common sense. Look after your belongings. Some of these bikes are worth, as I said, £200-300, and people just simply don't look after their property.